What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays at Exhibition Stadium. On the mound for the Tigers today is Dave Rozema, whose record is 6-1 with a 2.66 ERA. And pitching for the Blue Jays today is Steve Davis, whose record is 5-7 with a 3.84 ERA. So, sorry, I took a couple days off over the weekend. There were some guests in town staying with us here, and I was planning on trying to do a game Saturday evening as my guests were going to head out on the town on their own, and my air conditioning went off, shut down. And so it was 105 degrees in the house until I got it fixed later that evening. So a bit of a bummer of a weekend, but that is why I did not do any videos this weekend, whether it be sports card videos or... We really need to reverse our fortune. We've lost 5 in a row. It's been miserable. I'm unhappy. I did take a couple days away, so I feel like and maybe that will help get us the victory today. So let's get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Dave Rozema on the mound. He is the next one up to try to break this losing streak. The current Blue Jay lineup is batting .255 against him. That is in 52 plate appearances. All of the bullpen is available. I'm not sure if that's good or bad because we have been giving up a ton of runs from our bullpen. We still have like really great ERAs here, but they were like phenomenal. And sub 2 for most of these pitchers. And now only Capizzello is the only reliever we have with a sub 2 ERA. We are facing a lefty, Steve Davis, and so coincidentally, Alan Trammell needed the day off today, so we're going to put Doug Baker in there at short, and then all of our other players are in there versus left-handed batters. Let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown for today's game. Batting leadoff, playing second base, is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second in left field is Rickey Henderson. Batting third at first base is Eddie Murray. Batting cleanup, playing third base, is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting sixth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting seventh in center field is Chet Lemon. Batting eighth and DHing is Kevin Bass. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, is Doug Baker. Here's Steve Davis, the pitcher. Of course, they have another Davis, their shortstop right there. Davis is making his 15th start as a 22-year-old. He's 5-7 with a 3.84 ERA, 55 Ks in 96 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .232 against him. 3 complete games. He does have a shutout. His fastball tops out at 92 miles an hour. He is a ground ball pitcher at 43%. 2 great pitches, his curveball being his best pitch, rated in 88, and a fastball right there at 86. As I mentioned, he's a 22-year-old left-hander, and he does not go to arbitration until 1985. He has taken over the ace role on this team because of Toronto's first 2 starting pitchers in the rotation being injured. That's Dave Stieb and Luis Leal. Let's take a look at his log. Wait a minute. Last 2 games. Did I change something up? No, it should be his last 20 games. Why is it only showing 2? It seems to be a minor glitch. I don't know. That's not supposed to be like that, but we'll move on. Nothing to see here. Okay, so here's the defense for the Blue Jays. The only thing of note is Al Woods is out in left field today. And Ernie Whitt is behind the plate catching for the Toronto Blue Jays. Okay, here is Sweet Lou leading off against Steve Davis, lefty on lefty. And Whitaker gets a base hit to right. So the leadoff man is on. Henderson batting .311 versus a lefty. So he's in a big slump right now. We're not going to hit run. We're going to let him take a cut. He gets a ground ball to short. They can only get Whitaker at second as Henderson beats out the double play attempt. Henderson's speed has dropped down to 87. He's still leading the American League in stolen bases. Ernie Whitt's got an 86 arm. That's one of the better ones. We're going to hit and run here instead of go for a straight steal. Ground ball to first from Murray. He's been our best hitter during this losing streak. He advances Henderson to second. So the go-ahead run is in scoring position for Mickey Hatcher. Hatcher's average down to .303, and he hits a slow roller right at the first baseman, Smith. That'll do it. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Here is the Blue Jay lineup rundown for today's game. Batting leadoff, playing third base is Paul Dade. Batting second at second base is Garth Iorg. Batting third in center field is Lloyd Moseby. Batting cleanup, playing first base is Ken Smith. Batting fifth in right field is Jesse Barfield. Batting sixth and catching is Ernie Whitt. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Steve Davis. Batting eighth in left field is Al Woods. And batting ninth, DHing today is Tim Corcoran. Let's take a look at Dave Rozema. You'll see that he's 6-1, making his 14th start with that .266 ERA, 44 Ks in 74 and a third innings pitched. Opponents are betting .262 against him. He's got a complete game shutout this season. Doesn't really have a fastball. You see it tops out at 56 miles an hour, but all that off-speed stuff leads to a ton of ground balls. He's got a 56.2% ground ball percentage. His sinker's his best pitch, rated in 85. Overall rated in 86. He's making it some big money for a 26-year-old. He goes to free agency in 1985. He has actually not lost since April 9th. Technically won 5 decisions in a row, but he's had a lot of no decisions as of late, including back-to-back games in which he only went 4 innings combined, and yet still got the no decision. So that says a lot about our offense. Here's the Tigers D for today, with Gold Glovers at first, second, and left field, with Paul Dade leading off against Dave Rozema. There is no way that Paul Dade has never faced Dave Rozema. I don't believe that at all. So there's some glitches going on in this ball game. Maybe this losing streak is a glitch as Dade leads off with the base hit. Runner on first for Garth Iorg. Play it straight and a base hit to center field. Oh my gosh. I'm already frustrated. And Lloyd Moseby up. So the right-handers get on base and set the table for Lloyd Moseby, who I believe is falling to second place in home runs now behind Ron Kittle of the Sox. And there's the home run. So yeah, fuck this game. This is bullshit. I mean, we are already down 3-0. And days off. Now I'm pissed off again. That's a line drive to Hatcher. Out number 1. Next up is Jesse Barfield. He's looking for his first career home run. Popping it up into the shallow center field area where Trammell makes a catch. 2 down. Detroit native Ernie Whitt flips it out to left field. So, yeah, we go down, we get them 1-2-3 after the 3-run home run by Lloyd Moseby, and we go to the top of the second. Here is Lance Parrish leading off. Average up to 236. He's hitting home runs. He almost hit for the cycle in 2 out of the last 3 games. And there's a base hit to center. So Parrish finally getting his poop in a group. And getting on base. Let's hit and run with Glenn Wilson here. A ground ball to first. Parrish advances. Next up is Chet Lemon. Lemon, a 264 batting average versus lefties. Striking out, swinging. And that will bring up Kevin Bass, whose average is under 200 now. 290 with 2 dongs and a line drive that Dade snares at third. So we go to the bottom of the second. Tigers are down 3. And it's 7, 8, and 9 due up Davis, Woods, and Tim Corcoran. A comebacker from Davis to Rosie. Tosses him out. 1 down. It's going to bring up Al Woods. This is his first plate appearance of the season. You can see he's been pretty consistent, getting around 200 to 300 at bats every year of the sim. And getting a chance now because they keep trading their outfielders. They traded away Lynn Jones, right? And that created a spot for Woods. Rosie walks Woods, and Tim Corcoran, who had a big home run in the first game of the series, hits into a double play. That'll do it. We go to the top of the third inning with Doug Baker leading off. Baker hitting .353 in his limited time with Detroit. Walks to lead off the inning. Hitting and running, keeping things moving along. Trying to put the pressure on. And Whitaker goes deep to left field. A 2-run shot, his 10th dong on the season. And the Tigers close the gap to 1. I'd like to look back over this 5-game losing streak and see that if any point at all we had the lead. I can't remember the last time the Tigers had the lead in a ball game. Henderson flies out to center. Another out from Henderson, as his average is absolutely in free fall right now. Murray slices it to right, caught right before the warning track. Now, Whitaker, a left-hander, I mean, we know this already. We talk about it every game at Exhibition Stadium. Left-handers have all the power in this game, 100% more likely to hit a home run in this stadium. And Whitaker, technically the only left-hander we have in the lineup until we can get Davis out and give our switch hitters a shot. Here's Kevin Hatcher. Mickey Hatcher. Kevin Hatcher's he's a hockey player. Mickey Hatcher strikes out. That's the end of the inning. We go to the bottom of the third. Paul Dade leading off. He had a base hit first time up. Line drive to center field. Caught by Lemon. 374 feet. So he put a good charge into it. And then a line drive speared by Murray at first. 2 quick outs, and here's Lloyd Moseby. He had the 3-run shot, his 16th home run back in the first, and he goes deep again. So this is batting practice for Moseby at this point. 17 home runs. He reclaims the home run lead in the American League. Ken Smith strikes out. We just need to intentionally walk Moseby every time he comes up. Pull a Joe Madden and walk him with the bases loaded if we have to. Lance Parrish, line drive to center. There's 1 down here at the top of the 4th. Next up, Glenn Wilson. Another line drive to center. And Chet Lemon walks. Come on, Kevin Bass. We need something here from you. Ground ball to third is not what we wanted. Another 1-2-3 inning. Oh, no, 11 walks, so another 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth regardless with Jesse Barfield leading off. Barfield batting .200 overall. Hits a ground ball to first. There's out number one. Next up is Ernie Whitt. Ground ball up the middle. Good range from Whitaker, and then he boots it. He got to it. He just couldn't hold it in his glove. And Whitt is safe at first. I know this it says Exhibition Stadium, but clearly this is the Rogers Center, or whatever they call it now. But Exhibition did not have turf. It had actual grass. Davis strikes out. There's the second K for Rozema. It's going to leave it up to Al Woods, and he pops it up on the infield. Hatcher camps under it and makes the... Oh, he dropped it! Come on! What is happening to our team? This is not fair. This is definitely a 3-run home run situation for Tim Corcoran. That's what happened in yesterday's game after an error. Corcoran came up and went deep, and there was nothing that we could do about it. Whitaker redeems himself on that ground ball. Good at bat. 9-pitch at bat for Corcoran. And we managed to keep the Blue Jays off the board. Tigers are still down by 2 as we head to the top of the fifth with Doug Baker leading off. Baker hits a ground ball to short. We are playing absolutely horrible right now. Whitaker 3 for 3 on the day. He's the only guy who brought a bat today. He has 3 of the 4 Tigers hit. I believe the Lance Parrish had the other. With a lefty on the mound, I mean, there's no point in stealing. And a good arm in Ernie Whitt. So we just got to hope that Henderson can come around here. Flies out to left field. 2 down for Eddie Murray. Again, one swing of the bat can make all the difference. A ground ball to second. We're going to the bottom of the fifth. Tigers have 2 errors, and Rosie has given up 2 home runs. And that's really what it comes down to. Here's Paul Dade leading off the inning. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. That's the 5th hit for the Blue Jays, and Dade's second on the day. It's going to bring up Garth Iorg, 6 for 10 in his career. A light hitting infielder versus a soft tossing pitcher. This time Rosie wins that battle, popping it up to short. Who knows if it's going to be caught? Okay. Yeah, 2 for 2, 2 home runs. I mean, we have another lefty coming up, so it's like pick your poison. Smith has a home run in the first game, and 14 overall between the 2 teams. We're going to guard the lines. We should just guard the wall. Here we go. Absolute batting practice. The 3rd home run on the day for Moseby. And, yeah, I mean, there's nothing much more we can do here. We don't need to guard the lines this time. There's a ground ball to short. That'll do it. Well, it's really been all Lloyd Moseby. He's accounted for all 6 runs today. We go to the top of the 6th inning with Mickey Hatcher leading off. Ground ball to first. 1 down. Ground ball to short. 2 quick outs, and Wilson strikes out. So we're going to take out Dave Rozema, and we will bring in Capizello and see if he fares better versus the left-handers. Cappy's pitching in his 24th game, 2-2 with a 1.69 ERA. Well, he's been walking a lot more than I've given him credit for. He's already got 12 walks in 26 and 2/3 innings pitched. Let's take a look at his splits. Well, he's walking people equally, lefties and righties, so there is a little bit of a control issue there. Having a good season, still, I mean, now he has the lowest ERA in the bullpen. Okay, Ernie Whitt leading off, lefty on lefty. Whitt goes oppo into left center field, deep. Caught right there near the warning track by Henderson. 1 out. Next up, Steve Davis. Ground ball to first. 2 outs with Al Woods up. Woods 0 for 1 with a walk today. And a base hit now. Runner on first with 2 down. Tim Corcoran. He's batting as a left-hander. Tim Corcoran's batting .306 versus lefties. And you know a lot of that has to have come here at home. There's a ground ball to second. And that will do it. We're going to the 7th inning. It's 6-2. Toronto. Tigers are on the verge of losing their 6th straight game. Nothing we do is right. As Lemon gets barrels it up and really just lines it right at the third baseman, Dade. Bass totally useless to us at this point. And Doug Baker, even Baker's, Baker's got a walk today. So we got to at least give him that much. He strikes out. We're going to the bottom of the 7th inning. Easy for us to say who the player of the game is so far. It's Sweet Lou, who's going to lead off next inning. He's 3 for 3 with a home run today. Okay, we got a couple righties. That's going to be Roy Thomas. Thomas was doing great. He hadn't given up a single run all year, and then all of a sudden he's given up 6 in his last 2 games. All of the runs he's given up this year have been in his last 2 appearances, so let's try to give him something good here to work with. Paul Dade will lead off. Ground ball to first. Dade now 2 for 4 on the day. Next up is Garth Iorg. Iorg popping into foul ground on the first base side. There we go, out number 2. And we are definitely not going to let Roy Thomas pitch to Lloyd Moseby, who's going for his 4th home run. We're going to give, we're going to let him face Keith Comstock, who is home run prone. He gave up 12 last year and 3 so far this year, but you can't argue with the results. Righties are batting .133, lefties are batting .260 against him. Let's see how he does versus Lloyd Moseby. Again, going for a 4th home run today. 1-2 count. Ground ball to third. We're keeping him in the park. You got to feel good about that. We head to the top of the 8th inning. Sweet Lou leading off. Lou is 3 for 3 with a home run. Let's see how he does this at bat. A line drive to right. Will that get down? It will be caught. A nice play out there in right field by Jesse Barfield. 1 down. Next up, Rickey Henderson. Henderson absolutely dog shit today. Actually, anybody other not named Lou Whitaker has been absolutely horrible. And Murray lines to left. We are going to the bottom of the 8th inning. We're down 4. Ken Smith leading off. Got a couple lefties. So we're going to let Comstock finish off this game. Oh, he walks Smith. That is not a good start to the inning. Here's Jesse Barfield. 0 for 3 today. A comebacker to Comstock. Let's turn 2. Come on. We get the lead runner. Smith at second. That's going to bring up Ernie Whitt. Here's a double play candidate, perhaps. Lefty on lefty. and a pass ball will nullify the double play. Two count, and Whitt flips it over the third baseman's head for, that should have been a double. That's an RBI single for Whitt. 7-2. So yeah, the fact that we did not turn the double play and then the pass ball caused the Tigers to give up another run. We're headed to the 9th inning. Finally, we get rid of Steve Davis, who totally dominated. We did not have a hit in this game past the 5th inning. That was Whitaker's final hit. We go to the top of the 9th here. We got Hatcher, we got Parrish, we got Wilson, and you could bet we're going to bring in some lefties. Jack Cusack having a hell of a good season. Look at that. That is all-star worthy there for a guy with poor ratings. He's their mop-up guy. Hatcher just terrible today. 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and he leads off the inning with a double. So they're going to give us probably a couple runs here to make it interesting. That is his 9th double on the season. We're going to take out Lance Parrish. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Parrish does have a hit today. We are going to bring in the Brockness Monster, who hits righties pretty well, batting .324. Let's see if Brock can keep it rolling here. He does, a base hit to left. Hatcher holds at third. First and third, nobody out. That means it's Gibby time. Gibby has been absolutely puking a bucket. Average is down to 261. Let's take a look at his logs. Yeah, he's batting .256 in his last 20 games. Gosh, I feel like he hasn't had a hit in forever, but he did have back-to-back 2-hit games. Why do I feel that way? Maybe it's his overall numbers. So let's give Gibby a shot here. One swing of the bat will make it interesting. 1-2 count, and he pops it up. There's one down. We're going to take out Chet Lemon for Hojo. I mean, all these guys are batting left-handed, right? And so with the lefty percentage, it only makes sense to make this happen, even if it's in a game where there's really nothing more we can do. It seems kind of ridiculous. I think I'm going to let Kevin Bass bat. He's been terrible all day today, but at least he's going to bat left-handed. 2 down, runners on first and third. On the verge of a 6-game losing streak. And Bass gets it all. I knew they would give us a freebie in there somewhere just to make it interesting. I'm a little bit surprised that they aren't bringing in their closer, Centeni, here. That tells me that this is not going to play out well for Doug Baker. We're going to let Baker bat. He is batting a lefty. Full count. Okay, so the game-tying run is at the plate. It's Sweet Lou. 3 for 4 with a home run today. Will Lou come through? That runner on first doesn't mean anything. They might give us a defensive indifference here. Let's see what happens with Lou. 1-2 count. And Lou strikes out. Yeah, that's what they do. They give you that feeling like you might just have a chance when there was never really going to be a chance. And Chet Lemon is done for the season. This is murdering my soul right here. Lemon is done, and his knee ligament is meringue right now. Lemon got meringued on the field. Son of a bitch. Let's, of course, Boston has won 6 in a row, as we've lost 6 in a row, and they are now in second place. And that might be the team to beat now. They have all of their players healthy. Toronto absolutely kicked their can. Let's take a look at the headline news. Yeah. The only thing that worth writing about, James got it right. Detroit loses Lemon to a torn ankle ligament. His ankle, not his knee. Yeah. So, I mean, he really hasn't helped us at all. So, in that regard, we've just lost a important defensive player. Let's take a look at transactions. Guillermo Hernandez out 6 days, and Lemon is done. I have no idea what we're going to do. Let's pull up the box score and take a look. We were 7-1 this month, and the game is going to pull us back to probably 20 games over 500, and then it'll probably go 50-50 the rest of the way. That's my prediction. It'll be a 50-50 all the way to the win-loss all the way to the end of the year. Mark that prediction down. Well, it was all Lloyd. Moseby had 6 RBI. Our player of the game is very easily Lou Whitaker, even though he did not come through when we needed him to. If it wasn't for him, we would never even been close. Kevin Bass did hit the 3-run home run to maybe save his job. We're going to call up Eddie Miller anyway, which will be exciting, and he'll probably get everyday center field under the circumstances. Dave Rozema, he just kept serving it up, gave up all 3 home runs to Lloyd Moseby. Little soft toss batting practice. And the bullpen did all right. Keith Comstock, not his fault. That's just the way it goes. Steve Davis gets the win. He goes to 6-7. He is the best pitcher on that team. Okay, we're going to come back tomorrow with Game 3 of the 3-game series. We also did a sports card video earlier today, some 2021 Panini Contenders football. So check that video out right there. Until tomorrow, everyone, have a great night.